so we got room for one more summer tour video here on this channel. Maybe we'll just kind of recap the whole summer jams that I like. I feel like Alpine Night 3 and that Ruby Waves kind of stole the whole show, you know. You can be like, all right, that was the best show, that was the best jam, boom, out of here. But, you know, there were other things leading into that, though, you know. Even after that first night, I liked St. Louis Night 1 a lot, actually. At 46 Days in Stash early in the first set. I think we got a piper that night, and but there for a while it seemed like, oh boy, it might have been the highlight of the summer. Then the Blossom show, the first show I went to this summer, the Birds of a Feather, that was the big one that night. Got there, you know, a lot of good encores this summer. Split Open and Melt that night. We did get 2 more encores throughout the summer, but for the most part, Lizards was an encore at one point. Split Open and Melt, Foam. Finally, people got their Foam, a Sanity encore at MPP, so maybe other than the Ruby Waves, because we got a Fluffhead opener at one point. So a summer that, you know, leading up to Alpine, other than that Birds of a Feather, was not necessarily known for the big, long, improvised jams. You know, it seemed like every show had some jams, but very few of them reaching that 18 to 22 minute range. You know, there was a lot of some first set jamming. Got some good 1.0 first sets. I really like that. I forget where already. Was it Camden maybe? Leading up to the SPAC and Fenway shows that we got the nice 1.0 set. Then with the Pebbles and Marbles streak breaker. Pebbles and Marbles again breaking the Pebbles and Marbles. Pebbles and Marbles breaking the streak again at Alpine in Night 3. But I guess other than that Alpine show, maybe in no particular order, I liked Camden Night 3 a lot. I liked Charlotte a lot. I liked St. Louis Night 1 a lot, actually. Pretty rare that, you know, wrapping up a tour, I'm going to say the very first show of the tour was one of my favorites. And then Blossom, I guess, you know, maybe not everybody's going to be in there, you know, gets the extra benefit. I feel like Alpine was going to be #1 either way, whether if that was couch tour or if I was in the house. Blossom, I don't know, maybe we'll get, maybe being there a bias. That Birds of a Feather was really nice, though. You know, already kind of a forgettable first set from that show. Great encore with Split Open and Melt that night. You know, maybe the songs like Tweezer and Ghost maybe took a little bit of a backseat this summer. I know leading into the summer, I was worried we were going to lose some things. Julius, another one. Hey, look, that's not a complaint. Not even complaining about Ghost or Tweezer. Did get one Ghost there at MPP that was, you know, a worthy Ghost. But other than that, and I feel like there was one worthy Tweezer in there. But other than that, they were just, you know, I don't know, under 10 minute, you know, a little bit of a jam. Nice. They don't always have to go type 2 and be crazy. But I don't know. Did we even get any 7 belows? Maybe one 7 below? I don't even, you know, off the top of my head, maybe I should have looked that up. But I don't know if we got a 7 below at all. So, you know, the Ghost of the Forest, Casbot songs. There were a few casualties. Nothing too bad, though. You know, look, if Julius is going to get cut, you know, cut back, I'll take it. You know, I'm not going to complain about Ghost, Tweezer, 7 below. Sure, there were some others. We got a Life Boy this summer. So, they, you know, they mixed in a little bit of everything. Just didn't go, maybe they did go a little heavy with Sand, which that's fine with me. That and Wolfman's Brother, 46 Days again. Some of the better songs of the summer. Ruby Waves, you know, wasn't just the last one. It had kind of been making its way a little bit. There was the night where they did the Cross-Eyed and Painless, where Ruby Waves was kind of the theme. And then maybe early, all the way back to MPP, maybe there was a strong Ruby Waves. Maybe only got one Down with Disease that was worthy this summer, the one at SPAC. That was one of my favorite jams of the summer. The Birds of a Feather, obviously. The Simple up in Maine was really good. That Piper in St. Louis. The Back on the Train in Fenway. So, I don't know. Then Sirius XM getting on board. You got the John Fishman show. I listened to that on my way up to Alpine. I like that. You know, the music he played, mostly good. You know, it looks like we get a little bit of John Fishman story time, a little bit of Fishman banter. So, that was nice. Did not catch the episode right after tour ended, however, yet. And then, you know, they did air a couple of shows live. I think it was the Connecticut shows. Maybe, perhaps, by next summer, we can get every show live there. I don't know if they can somehow work that out. But if nothing else, there was a replay the next day. Took advantage of that on the way home from Alpine. So, I don't know, maybe the Toronto show might have been my least favorite show of the summer. It was nice to get the Strawberry Letter 23. They brought that back out at Camden. I believe maybe the second one since the Baker's Dozen. So, if we get one of those a tour, that's nice. You know, eventually the numbers will line up and I'll be there. So, we'll see. It was cool that they played Fenway and Bonnaroo. Got the weather delay the second night at Fenway. It's a memorable moment for some. So then Bonnaroo, hey, look, they played Bonnaroo, and it wasn't that horrible. You know, I don't know. I didn't had no expectations for Bonnaroo. The one night it was just a late night set. I think we got a real solid hood that night. And then they, you know, the Bonnaroo the Sunday night. Not too bad. It wasn't just a bunch of the token Phish hits, if you will. You know, we got to jammed it out a little bit. So, but leading up to Alpine, you know, the summer was not going to get an ass. Summer might have rolled in at like a B minus or something like that. I think we got up to maybe an A minus after Alpine. You know, I don't know. Can one show do it? I mean, not that the tour sucked, but, you know, leading up to that Alpine show, Charlotte was good, Camden 3 was good. There was a few shows in there, but, what, 23 shows? You need more than a few to get an A. But then that show brought it so hard. Might have just bumped them up, man. That was the final exam. They nailed the exam, brought the grade up. All right, guys. Well, that pretty much does it. I may revisit the pre-tour video, see if I got anything right. I know I was making some predictions. Did throw down a disclaimer, though, that this is all probably meaningless, and it turned out it was, in fact. It was going to be meaningless either way, but got more than one split open and melt. That was one prediction I remember. All right, well, that pretty much does it. Summer tour in the books on this channel. We still have Dick's, though. I would assume we'll get our annual Be Careful. I was doing some research out there for the Be Careful at Dick's videos. You know, that was if you saw me wandering around the lot, like, where the hell's F Zappa 20 going, man? What's he doing? I was just doing some research. Just basically looking around for things that annoy me that I could later bring up in a video. So, did get one thing. Didn't even have to go on the search. Happened right there. Well, we'll talk about that here in a month or so as we get closer to Dick's. What's up with this thing again? All right, guys. I was considering leaving you boomless. Can't do that, though, to you. Can I? All right. Boom. We're out of here.